The 12th hole at Augusta National is actually the shortest hole on the course and arguably one of golf's more famous golf holes. It's a par 3 of 155 yards that plays across Rays Creek. The green is set above Rays Creek. There's a bunker in the front and then two bunkers in the back. It's named Golden Bell for the flowering shrub from the Far East, which is planted on the hillside behind. It's also where the Ben Hogan Bridge is used to get over Rays Creek. What really makes this hole so interesting from a golf architecture standpoint is its subtle use of angle. So the green is very small, but it is angled subtly left to right. And so what happens is that with the small target area, you really have to be precise with your tee shot. So even though it's a short hole, there's not a lot of room for error. So anything pulled slightly can easily go over the green because of the angle. Anything that's pushed right can easily come up short of the green and end up in Rays Creek, which creates a whole nother series of challenges and issues. So it's a hole that really players will want to par and go on, though the green is relatively flat. So any shot that does find the green or relatively close to the pin yields a good chance for birdie. So birdies will happen, but you'll also see some bad things or higher scores happen. Historically, it has played over par. It is actually 3.28 or something. It's actually never played under par in the history of the Masters tournament, which is pretty interesting, even though it's the shortest hole. Even though it's the shortest hole, it's also had the highest score that's ever happened, with Tom Weiskopf having his hitting repeated balls into the water and taking a 13 or something on the hole. It's also where famously Jordan Spieth last year came to it with a 5-stroke lead, and he ended up hitting multiple balls into Rays Creek to allow Danny Willett to come from behind and win the Masters. It's also another famous historical thing is there have been 3 holes in ones at the 12th, one of which was Claude Harmon, who made a hole-in-one, and this is the place where Ben Hogan famously says to Mr. Harmon on the 13th tee, wow, I don't think I ever remember birdieing that hole before, because Hogan had made a 2 and was seemingly unaware that Mr. Harmon had aced the hole, even though they were playing in the same group. But wonderful setting here at Augusta National. Amen Corner is arguably the most dramatic, interesting area for patrons on the golf course. And I think everybody is very familiar with this hole, and it's always something that come Sunday you're very fascinated to see what's going to happen with players trying to manage their way through Amen Corner.